Wake up, go to work, pay the bills, repeat. Most of us start our mornings looking at a quiet suburban driveway like this one, wondering how a neighbor built the seven-figure net worth while making the exact same commute. It is easy to assume they just got lucky, a massive inheritance, a viral startup, or a winning scratch-off from the corner store. In reality, significant wealth is the outcome of assembling specific financial components in a precise sequence. This diagram charts the literal distance from day one to the $1 million mark. Reaching the end of this line is the mathematical result of mastering 5 sequential phases of financial behavior. Phase 1 focuses on the destination. Success here requires calculating the exact dollar amount needed to fund a specific lifestyle, rather than chasing a vague desire for riches. A 7-figure target is dismantled into a specific monthly contribution to execute on payday. Holding cash creates a leak. Inflation steadily erodes the purchasing power of those savings. Phase 2 plugs that leak, converting savings into productive assets that grow in value. Broad market index funds and individual stocks serve as the primary tools for this transition. Physical property and real estate provide a secondary path. You might also acquire equity in a profitable business. These assets function as a workforce that operates 24 hours a day, generating returns without demanding a wage. Mastering these first 2 phases shifts the power dynamic, allowing your accumulated capital to buy back the time you once sold for a wage. Eventually, a recession hits or a market sector contracts. Phase 3 requires navigating these inevitable shifts in the economic landscape. Blindly following a social media trend is gambling. Reviewing an earnings report to understand the downside is taking a calculated risk. Continuous learning provides the mechanism to identify these risks and spot value that others miss during a panic. Once your systems are running, you enter Phase 4. The initial excitement vanishes and the process becomes repetitive. This is the long middle. Observe the trajectory of compound interest. For the first 20 years, the line barely lifts off the bottom of the chart before accelerating into a steep curve. During these slow early decades, lifestyle creep causes expenses to rise alongside income, threatening to swallow your progress. Strict discipline is required to keep your costs flat while you wait for the mathematical curve to escalate. Wealth is rarely lost in a single market crash. It is more often lost to the psychological failure to endure the boring years of the compounding curve. Eventually, the math accelerates and you cross the 7-figure mark. At this scale, $1 million functions as a purchase order for personal autonomy. It provides the power to say no and the freedom to spend your time on your own terms. This arrival is the sum total of smart habits and a perspective that spans decades. Evaluate your current standing on this timeline. Current behavioral systems determine your eventual financial reality. Today's habits determine your eventual financial destination. If this breakdown provided clarity, like and share the video, and follow for more wealth-building roadmaps.